frustrated after so many constant failures in Rush, took a step to bring Vincent Present into his own hands, believing that they needed new allies until Zeno wasn't going to work out any longer. So he set his sights on Pariah. Considering the stark contrast between Ian Rose and the other three members alongside Exhibition champion Angelo Chino, Peter Rose, and Nathan Flores, exactly why he wouldn't be let in, why he wouldn't be embraced in this, dare I say, a group of misfits. For whatever reason, Noore immediately took a liking to Ian, and he was willing to let him in the group under one condition. And it's a moment that people will never forget, when Ian Rose was forced to strip to his underwear on worldwide television as a humiliation ritual related to Pariah.
to that public humiliation. It was all merely a ploy. He was using what seemed to be, in Mac's own words, his love for Ian as a means to get closer and closer in an attempt to take away that coveted golden ticket briefcase that Mac Noore has in his possession that guarantees title shot whenever he wants to cash it in. And Mac, the other night during the contract signing, said that he will be a man of his word. He promised that if Ian were able to to beat Mac tonight, he will personally hand over that briefcase to Ian. But I gotta be honest with you, Buck. I do not feel that Mac is a trustworthy person in the slightest.
I second that because it was what people describe as a quote-unquote a gentleman's agreement. Mac Noore, dare I say, the complete opposite of a man that would ever honor the word of a gentleman's agreement. Devastated by his own actions, heartbroken, Mac clearly wanted to be through to Ian Rose. But that road would not come yet, as Amir sought an opportunity to face Ian and defeat him in an Octane main event. However, when Ian defeated Amir, it all showed to be just a ruse. Mac followed up by slamming his golden ticket briefcase into the skull of Ian Rose, and he and Pacino beat him down to no remorse. And then, to the horror of everybody, they hung Ian Rose upside down from the ceiling while his blood splattered the canvas.
One of the most gruesome sights I've ever seen in my life.
Nevertheless, all that bloodshed that has been spilled has led to this moment here tonight. The bell has rung. We are underway. Slammiversary Night 1. Let's get it on.
What better way to start us off than, well, honestly, this is a story of a lover scorned. At least that's how Mac views it. That's the word he's been using, is that he loved Ian, and Ian's own actions have broken the heart of Mac, and he has to pay for it, according to Mac Noore. Right now, he is eating shots.
Mac Noore, yeah, paintbrushing him. Again, just another slap. Both of these men slapping each other.
Back and forth already. It's in the opening minute here.
Goes through Ian Rose. Again.
Right across the mouth.
You can only imagine how many slaps you can withstand before you get a breaking point. Because not a single professional
right
wrestler.
there.
Yeah, not a single professional wrestler takes lightly to a slap, as Mac Noore shoots the double leg, which actually brings an excellent form of technique that Mac Noore has in his arsenal. You know, Mac Noore and Ian Rose both have mixed martial arts experience. Mac is a former UFC champion. Ian is a freestyle amateur wrestler.
And not just that, these two years ago also faced off each other, but that was a much more, and gentler is not the right word, but it was a completely different contest. It was more mutual respect, just actual honor amongst combat. Ian falls off on the floor here.
2 years ago is a complete contrast to what we have witnessed these past few months, as both these men spilled to the outside right in front of us, right as Ian Rose just hammering away at Mac Noore by our commentary desk.
We might already have to take cover. Oh, and last might have to take cover here.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God!
Just cleared the steel steps. That could have been even worse for Mac Noore. I'm going to say that landing was light at all.
It is an absolute miracle that Mac Noore did not land on the steel steps. Wait a minute, over here, Ian Rose seems to get a little bit busy with the announce desk.
We're going to take a running start here.
Now, wait a minute. Incoming! Mac Noore!
Oh no!
Oh, good Lord, man!
Complete wipeout for Ian Rose as he just lands neck first onto the floor here.
I believe Ian Rose was using the steel steps as a boost. However, I believe he noticed that Mac Noore moved at the last second and he tried to pivot, and instead he paid for it as Mac Noore now sends Ian Rose right into the barricade.
They're just standing tall over him. Brings it back up to a vertical base here. Oh dear. What does Mac Noore have planned here?
I mentioned the steel steps. I don't think Mac Noore has any problem using those to his advantage.
He's struggling though, trying to fight it.
Big shot to the gut. Assuring himself that the lift is stalled and unavailable to be done. Noore, however, clutching that waist.
Oh, no, not like this.
Oh my God!
First the steel steps and then the steel post on the bounce.
It is an understatement to know that Noore is not a joke. This man right here, the amount of strength that he has within him might be unparalleled to many. Remember, Noore used to be a training partner with JRF.
It's a scary thought given what JRF was capable of doing to people.
Noore dragging Ian Rose across ringside.
Just finally taking it back into the ring as he does. But Ian's already wearing a crimson mask here, Buck.
Yeah, Ian Rose, I mentioned his amateur wrestling background. However, Ian Rose is a former junior heavyweight champion and usually does try to thread a little bit more on the high-flying style. He primarily works a lucha style, but he's still pretty well-rounded and everything. However, it is almost a stark contrast to that greedy, that vile attitude that Noore applies to his opponent as he seeks the flying elbow. Whoa!
Ian rolling through as he grabbed him out of the air. Got him across his shoulders.
How is that? Oh, wait a minute. Noore slips right out.
Escape to the back door as he sends him off the ropes.
Noore coming in.
Got him up.
Now. And again, another belly-to-belly. And Ian Rose is sent right back out of the ring.
As you were saying, that contrast of styles, this is the way that Mac likes to work. He likes it heavy. He likes it violent, given his martial arts prowess. Now, that doesn't mean he can't take to the sky and utilize some high-risk, high-reward offense. But just as well, he could also pin Ian down to the mat here and just work hold over hold and just try to tie him into a knot.
It now brings me to the question that I want to ask you. So, Noore, the fact that these two now know each other very, very well, they have gotten very close to being brothers, but now that everything has led here tonight, as he kicks Ian Rose in the gut, I ask you, what is Noore's strategy? What does he have to do to assure that Ian Rose does not build momentum?
I mean, we have seen Ian Rose time and time again take a ungodly amount of punishment, but just persevere, keep pushing through, and is just able to somehow find a way to come back into it and secure victory from the jaws of defeat as he sends Mac into the barricade instead, right out onto the cold concrete. So I think Mac is going to have to find a way to break the spirit of Ian Rose, if that's even really possible, to be honest with you, Buck.
These two are now spilling over to the crowd. They've done some heavy maneuvers here at the end of the day. However, this has been nothing more than a fight, a grueling fight.
And as Mac back up once more.
Send back up. This is not a pleasant position to be in.
Oh my goodness!
On the apron!
Neck first across the hardest part of the ring. Mac could be out cold on impact there. Looks to be out on his feet here. Oh dear.
These two men have done everything to use their surroundings to their disposal. Ian Rose backpedaling.
Ian about to throw caution to the wind here.
Herb stomp to the steps! I believe that was a mouthful of steel. Forget about a broken tooth. You might as well get a broken jaw.
He could have broken his entire skull the way he landed on him with so much force.
Now, this is the first cover of the match, I believe. This is a 1 count, a 2. Noore, however, still in the fight.
Apparently worse for wear already, though, as Ian just throws him around like a rag doll.
The fight was finally be taken to the ring. I now have to wonder, despite just how much rage and hatred these two have for each other. At some point, all that adrenaline is going to wear down. All the punishment that they have done to themselves around the ringside area is going to cinch in at any moment. However, I do not think that it should be any of concern for someone like Ian Rose, who wants to use this to fuel as much adrenaline, to fuel himself, to take himself to the victory.
And it does seem like the more and more punishment that Ian sustains, just the stronger and stronger he gets. It's like he wants to have the living hell beaten out of him.
Oh no. I spoke about how this match was taken to the ring. I believe that won't be for long.
Well, if you wanted a display of that sadomasochism,
yeah.
like Ian was looking to spill both of them out down to the floor here in front of us. He tries again to pick up Mac.
A big shot to the gut.
He
got a desperation.
Ribs. I might get from bad to worse here.
Oh, I do not like where this is going. Oh, Jesus Christ! Whatever you want about him, but Noore was about the smartest, most dangerous thing he could have done, to just toss carelessly Ian Rose to the floor.
The refs might have to honestly ask themselves, is it safe for Ian to continue here?
Now look at this.
Come on, Mac. No, you don't have to do this. Let the referees check on the man, please.
Racing his weight. I do not like what Noore has in store for poor Ian Rose, who just now manages to muscle himself to his feet. What the shit? Oh no!
What was he thinking?
Noore wanting caution to the wind. Big splash. Harsh landing to the apron.
Both these men already look like they just went through 10 different car accidents.
Perhaps it speaks volumes to the emotion that these two are just containing within themselves. The fact that they're willing to just throw themselves around at each other, just relentlessly, without a care in the world for what happens to them.
Right now, if it wasn't for the barricade, I think both men would still be sprawled out on the floor here. Oh my goodness.
It somehow tends to be some of the tamest things we've seen in this match so far. Again, another headbutt.
Crushing the top of his head against the bridge of the nose of Mac. Gotta hold him again here. Oh my.
Oh no!
Here, come on! Banging his head right against the
Look at Noore! Look at Noore! My goodness!
How much of that is his own blood and how much of it is Ian's?
I don't think it matters to Ian Rose.
These guys look like they just escaped a crime scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, do be aware this match, as far as I know, is contested under regular rules. However, these two men look like they've been in a gang war with each other.
The referees showing a lot of leeway here. Clearly, they understand the stakes between these two.
I have no idea how either of these two men can even balance themselves to their feet.
This is just
wait
pure adrenaline and instinct here. I know, is he looking to expose that steel? He's got the turnbuckle pad off.
Oh, man!
Oh, my.
Big elbow to the nose of Noore. Holding in place. What's to come?
Oh, my dear God. caving his head in against the turnbuckle.
Now, wanting to capitalize off of that torturous punishment on the exposed turnbuckle. Oh, big elbow to the jaw.
Bomb across the face of Mac from Ian.
Now you see now Ian taking a breather. Almost like he's contemplating everything that has been done in this match. Oh, beating up the ropes.
Ahead of steam.
Oh!
Up he goes. Rose Cutter.
Whoa! Big Noore! Inverted catch! And that's smart! He took him away from the ropes!
Oh, but Ian flips over. He's got him up now.
Wait a minute! Oh! Shadow on the ground! Scorpion death drop!
Flat on his back. If Ian can get over to him, all he has to do is just lay a hand on him.
How much punishment has been done to the fact that there's no way to capitalize after everything. These are the pivotal moments that one will use to end the match. However, what more energy do either of these two guys have left in them?
Again, as I was saying earlier, it's just got to be pure adrenaline and instinct fueling this, and hatred as well.
Seems that the prediction was right. You can see, I can witness that on the expression of Ian Rose as he just forced his way to the top rope, and everything, all the pain is cinching in.
We're gonna take flight, Ian Rose.
Rose, elbow drop, connects to Mac Noore's heart.
That might be the dagger in the heart for Mac Noore.
Across to the top. Do we get it? No.
Unbelievable. How is Mac still fighting? All the air, all the oxygen in his lungs are just taken away from him with that roll drop.
What more can these two do to each other?
Mac Noore somehow back up to a knee. Inching
With Matt
closer.
Rollins, this is indeed the very first match of the night, but to call it a match might not do it justice.
Just staring at each other. Oh,
And out of instinct, shoving him.
creating distance here.
Ow! Big corkscrew kick!
Ian had no thoughts. He just ran in, seeing red, not just from his blood, but from the hatred, the rage he feels right now.
Oh, Mac Noore. Whoa. Sends Ian right back out. However, Mac Noore taking advantage of that momentum. Oh, Jesus Christ! That man's so very close.
And immediately picks Ian back up.
What strength?
He's got to capitalize here.
Mac Noore wanted to take full advantage.
All he might need is just one final shot.
There's no way. There's no way he's going to go for it again.
He got a great distance to clear. That's half the ring. Oh, and he crashes and burns again! I
am at a loss for words.
how much more can they give before their bodies just give out? I mean, they are leaking so much blood. Both men might need a transfusion after this. Ian just runs him into the corner, just crushing him.
It was all body weight. All body weight. There was I don't think there really wasn't much of a game plan there. Just lumping his entire body weight into Mac Noore.
Mac now has seated on the top. Ian might be thinking about landing a killing shot here.
That'd help us all.
Got a hold of the arm here.
That'd help us all. Not even God. Not even God. Rose battle! Oh my God!
Ian, he's got the arm over him.
And it's over!
Oh.
Basically, it is over!
I think it's only gonna get even more brutal as the night goes on. I don't think that's the last of the violence we've seen. But the bar has been set high here. Now, if Mac is even conscious and able to move, we're gonna find out if he truly is a man of his word.
Question is still closed. I don't have an answer to right now. But as I hear the reception of the people, I think all this punishment, it really wants of like this self-reflection about whether doing this is the right thing. Wait a minute, what the hell?
Expecting him to get the briefcase. Clearly, that all along, that's all Ian ever wanted, was just that golden ticket briefcase that Mac had. You know, it's pretty much a guaranteed shot to enter your name in the history books to become a world champion. I don't know if Mac is stalling or he just physically can barely move right now.
You and I brought this up earlier. Is Mac Noore the kind of person that would honor the word of a gentleman's agreement?
Ian holding him to that promise that he made.
Oh, no. Well, that answers your question right there. That answers your question right there.
Unfortunately, this should not come as a surprise to any of us.
Oh, wait a minute!
Oh dear. There's no need to take it out on the referees.
I don't think Ian Rose can really take what anger he has now built on Mac Noore any longer, considering the grueling punishment he just put himself through. Wait a minute, am I mistaken? I might be corrected on that note!
Ian's screaming as he runs up the ramp.